Okay, so I just really think that this team needs more press and needs talked about. I think that there's a lot of promise with this team, and I think it could definitely help out a lot of players. So I'm very excited to bring you this team today and showcase my brand new clan boss team, which is Ninja in the Easy Double Maneater. So let's jump into it. What's up, guys? MtgJedi, and I have worked pretty hard building this new team here. Okay, so I don't want to waste any time. Let's just jump right into it. We are fighting the Ultra Nightmare clan boss. If it is Force Affinity, you're not going to be able to use Ninja in here. You should replace him with another damage dealer. I have chosen Occult Brawler. But what we're going to show you today is Ninja in this team. As far as skill priorities go, like, the only thing that I have set is Ninja to prioritize his A3. That's it, okay? And this Ninja team is going to be good against Void, Magic, and Spirit, okay? So let's jump into the rotation, and then I'll go over some important stuff while the clan boss is running through here. We don't want to start on auto. Stop that. Okay, so here is the rotation and what you need to know. Okay, Maneaters A1 and A2 do not matter. They do not matter. Right, okay. And so I had a little bit of a stall there, a hurdle to overcome in my brain. So on turn... Feign and Geomancer's abilities don't matter either, but I like to do the decreased defense and weaken, and I like to do the HP burn as the first ones. Ninja, we already said we're going to prioritize his A3, and then Maneater, the faster of the two, does his A3 when it's turn 1 of the boss. The other Maneater can do his A1. Now, you can see all the damage coming off from all of the things. Then I like to do Feign's A2. Then I like to do Geo's A2. Then we're going to A1 with the Maneater. We're going to A2 with Ninja. And we're going to A1 with Maneater. Okay? Now, the reason why this team works, the double Maneater team, works because the Maneaters will be taking 2 turns on one of the clan boss's turns. Okay? Now, that's not every time. That is not every time. Let me just double check the rotation here. It is turn 4, not turn 3. On Nightmare, you're going to do this on turn 3, his A3. But on Ultra Nightmare, which we're at right now, we're going to do it on turn 4 and then turn 6. So what you're going to see here on turn 4 is that I'm sorry, turn 4 is not the first double turn. Turn 6 is the first double turn. So you need to just do Maneater's A3 there. And then we will get into the double turns here starting on turn 6. And you will see that. Alright, here we go. Then Feign wrap back around. Geo can A2 and steal the attack up. Ninja, again, going to prioritize the A3. Geo taking the stun here is perfect. Now it's turn 6, and remember I said we're going to be taking 2 turns. So on the first turn, he's going to get the first turn of the round and the last turn of the round. Okay? So then Feign can do her thing. Geo's going to skip his turn because he's stunned. And now the clan boss is about to go, and we're going to put up our Unkillable. That's his double turn, right? Maneater took 2 turns there, and everybody else took 1. Now, on turn 8, The other Maneater, the level 54 one over here, he is going to take 2 turns. And that's how we're able to keep our Unkillable up. What the rotation does with these speeds is it gives the Maneaters 2 turns every other turn. Okay? And, you know, our other champions get 2 turns as well at different points, which allows us to add more damage to it. But the real meat and potatoes of this team is the Maneaters being able to keep that Unkillable buff up the whole time. Okay? Now, I will say that this team is a little bit tricky to build. So you do need to be really careful with the speeds, which we will go over here at the end of the run. The speeds are very particular in a lot of these, you know, team compositions. But really particular in this one because Ninja has that turn meter boost on his A1. And that is really difficult and messes with things, okay? So, as with any clan boss team, you have to have patience and you have to have determination to make it work. You have to figure out whatever is not working and then overcome that. And then once you do, your team will last you for quite some time, okay? Now, I have not been running this team for very long. I got the speeds and the builds right yesterday, and today, so yesterday and today is the first days that I'm using this team, and there's some adjustment period. Like, you will eventually memorize the turn order just naturally by doing it every day, so it will become easier as time progresses. But the whole goal of this team was to make it so that we 2-key every affinity on Ultra Nightmare and we don't have to worry about being on the bubble. With the Pain Eater team that I was running previously, some days we would get, you know, 68 or 69 million damage and we'd have to spend a 3rd key on Ultra Nightmare and then we would have to spend 2 keys on Nightmare and we wouldn't have enough to do both of those clan bosses every day. Your goal on your account should be able to get 2 chests for Ultra Nightmare and 2 chests for Nightmare every single day, and that's how you build up the resources to make real progress on your account. In order to do that, not only do you have to reach the speeds on your champions, you also have to build damage into your champions, okay? Like, I see and hear about players often not getting the damage that they're looking for, and the reason why is because they don't build their Maneaters with damage. You can see there, that was not a great hit, and Maneater did 50,000 on that hit, okay? If you build Maneater correctly, like with good endgame gear, Maneaters can do over 100,000 on each hit, you know, so there's definitely a lot of potential in those champions, and that's what makes them the best unkillable champions in the game. Sir Nick probably does more damage than them, but other than Sir Nick, the Maneaters do the most damage of any of the unkillable champions. Warcaster, not so much, and Demitha is terrible for damage, okay? So, if you have the choice between Maneater, Demitha, Tower, Warcaster, Sir Nick, I would choose Maneaters every time, okay? Sir Nick can be used as well. Like I said, he does good damage as well, but the Maneaters are where you're going to get a significant portion of your damage. Like, when I was doing my 1-key Ultra Nightmare on my previous account, the Maneaters were doing 10 million damage each, you know? And I think that it's worth investing in not just making the team, but tweaking the builds. Like, you want to work the damage stats in, okay? Now, Ninja in this team is going to add a significant amount of damage as well, okay? Fane, oddly enough, I think it's just my gear on her is not great, but we're not going to get as much damage out of Fane as what we really need to. She can also give you some damage if you build her. Like, basically, you want to build all of your champions in your unkillable team like arena nukers. You want a high damage stat, which is usually the attack. You want 100% crit rate. You want as high crit damage as you can get, and that's how you're going to get more damage in your clan boss team, okay? In addition, if you get a champion, like if you get a new champion from a shard that can add more damage to your team, then you need to replace them and get them in there, okay? Like if you can add in ally attack or counter attack, you should. In this team, we cannot do that, okay? Ninja is a limiting factor here. It's like either you're going to use Ninja or you're going to use an ally attack or a counter attack. One of those, but not all, okay? But Fane and Geo work really well together. Geo brings the HP burn and the damage from his passive. Fane brings the poison and the decreased defense and weaken. They work really well together. And then Ninja adds just like an incredible amount of damage that ramps up, okay? So we're progressing here with this team, and we're doing a solid amount of damage per turn. We are not doing 1 million damage per turn. We're not doing that much, but we're doing a decent amount per turn. We're doing approximately 750,000 damage per turn, approximately. And then as the thing that you need to realize is if you take the masteries, the correct masteries, your damage is going to ramp up. Because the more they do their A1s, that methodical damage is going to improve your overall damage considerably. That's why we take it, you know? And then we will also be getting damage from a lot of other sources in this team. Flat damage from their attacks, the HP burns, the poisons, etc., etc. So it's looking interesting for the damage here. I'm just very curious to see what the actual damage outcome is going to be. We don't have that many more turns, so I'm not going to skip ahead here. I feel like I've provided information about the team during the run, so I'm just going to finish and let it run through, and then we'll talk about the gear on the champions. One thing I will say, though, right now, is that every single champion here is fully booked. They're all fully booked. It actually does not work unless you fully book Ninja, but I've been really pleased with fully booking Ninja. I have 3 legendaries that are fully booked: Bad L, Ninja, and Leorius. And I am working on enough books to book another legendary. I don't know who that will be yet. This is going to be a lot closer to the 2-key than what I was expecting. Honestly, I was expecting a lot more damage out of Ninja here. So we'll see what his totals are. I'm really interested to see how he compares with Geomancer. I'm wondering if Geo and Ninja are just not a good pairing. So 35 million, in case you're curious, is the 2-key mark. As long as we get over that, I'm happy with the damage for right now. But honestly, I'm wondering if Occult Brawler would be doing more damage if I 6-starred him. Because this is only going to be 37 million or so. It's not a crazy amount over. I was expecting us, based on previous runs that I did, and maybe it's because it's Spirit Affinity here, but I was expecting previous... There we had 37.4. Ninja did 9 million? Interesting. So I'm definitely going to need to work on Ninja's gear. But we'll talk about that here in a second. Definitely a lot of ways we can improve the damage here. Geo only did 14 million. I guess that's about average. And then Fane only did 5.8. Let's go ahead and jump into this team, and I will show you everything that you need to know. So we're going to go to recently used. So I do have to upgrade these 2 pieces of gear, and then Ninja's going to be doing a lot more damage, as well as his crit damage amulet. So I take it back. Okay, the reason why Ninja didn't do more damage is because I don't have the gear fully upgraded. But as you can see, we're sitting at 1.7 million after messing around with some faction war teams today. That's about it. Masteries are pretty typical. Do I need to move out of the way? It's gonna glitch, but okay. OBS has been black screening me when I switch like that. But there you can see the masteries that I have on him. We have Whirlwind of Death here. I took that for the arena. It has no bearing. I think singled out actually would be a lot better here for the clan boss. So just so that you know, if you're using him in the clan boss, you should take singled out. And that would definitely add some more damage. Let's do Geo next. Geo's total stats here. You can see he doesn't have like that good of crit stats. He's not going to do that much damage. His damage is from his passive. And then Fane, her stats here. Yeah, see, we could really work on her crit rate and her crit damage here. Her amulet needs ranked up as well. She could have more accuracy. Like, her gear is pretty well ranked up, but it probably needs an upgrade. Like, her crit rate should be 100%. And then we need to upgrade her crit damage amulet there. Both of the man-eaters have decent damage stats. You want to work on their attack stat. And then you can see, like, it's not perfect here. It's not perfect here. But again, crit damage not leveled up. Attack not leveled up. We have an attack banner that's not leveled up. So definitely some progress that can be made here. This one's a little bit better. 94, 209, 2200 almost, okay? And then let me go over the speeds real quick, okay? So I would like to... Let me move myself back to the left. And then let's put the team on the screen here. There we go. Okay, so with the team on the screen here, you can see their speeds very easily all together, okay? Courtesy of RSL Helper, shout out Farbstoff. So we have the... It's not showing the updated speeds. It's showing the base speeds. I wonder why that is. We did just use this team. Let me see if I can get it to update here. Let me see if I can get it to update here. There it goes. Okay, so we have, most importantly, Man-Eater at 220, Man-Eater at 215. Okay, there's a little bit of wiggle room, but I suggest sticking to those speeds. There's some wiggle room on your damage dealers, but 174, 175 worked really well for me. Ninja has to be 162. There's no other choice about it. And then that is the boots. Okay, so if you see the boots there, that's what we're talking about with those speeds. And then you can see that they are all booked. 15 out of 15, 11 out of 11, 11 out of 11, 13 out of 13, 15 out of 15, and they all have masteries, all right? So I hope that this was really helpful to you. I'm going to leave this on screen for another second. If you are going to build this, I would suggest taking a screenshot here, and that will help you. The most important thing when you're building an Unkillable team is, number one, hit the speeds. If you can hit the speeds and build damage, do that, but you have to hit the speeds first, okay? So, Ninja in the Easy Double Man-Eater has been an improvement on my account for me, and we're going to keep working on, you know, different teams as well, and if I find or build another team, I will definitely share that with you. I was talking to Twitch chat that I would absolutely love a Seeker so that we could build the, in my opinion, the best team, which is the Bat Eater. That would be Man-Eater, Man-Eater, Painkeeper, Seeker, and then I'd probably put Leorius in there, in all honesty. But it could be Geo, could be Fane, you know. There's a lot of champions that are good in that team. But that's going to be my next goal. If I can pull a Seeker, then we'll really be cooking with gas. That is my favorite Clan Boss team. But I hope you enjoyed this build. If it was helpful, hit the like button. And check out some more of my videos. And hopefully those are helpful as well. I'm MtgJedi. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope that you can make progress with your account as well. If you use a similar team to this, tell me what champions you use in your team and how much damage you get out of it. See you guys in the next video. Have a great day.